Hey there, in today's video I'm going to show you how to modify or brighten up images that a customer sends you if it's too dark, and also without having to use any special software. We're just going to keep it simple using Windows 10. I'm going to be sublimating on a small white 100% polyester t-shirt. So let's get started. So right now I'm just going to open up an image that was sent to me. And what I want to do is, some of these pictures are really old, like this one, this one, this one. These are old school pictures. So I just want to lighten it up a little bit. And you can use your, you don't need any special software. I just use my Windows 10 software. So what I want to do is I want to come up here and click on edit and create. Click on edit. And up here you see where you can make some adjustments. Click on that. I don't want to take away from the red. I don't want it to be pink. See how it's red, almost burgundy? I don't want to take too much away from that. I'm just focusing on some of them. I'm going to focus here. I don't want to lose too much red. That's too much. So I'm going to put it right at 60. And then I'm going to go ahead and save it. Save a copy. I'm just going to name it retirement. Save it to my desktop. And you're done. Another way that I make my adjustments is I do it from my cell phone, because I have I'm going to have an Android phone, so you can make adjustments there too. I'm sure you could do it on iPhone too. But on the on the Android, Blossom came out pretty cool. So that's another option that you could choose to try to make your modifications or make any adjustments if you're dealing with old pictures. But anyway, I wanted to share that part. So now I'm just going to go to Silhouette and show you the rest. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in that image. And I just realized I can't spell. You probably saw it. I need to bring this in. Whoa. On this particular one, I'm going to end up removing the white background. Need this one for sure. This is going to be on the back side. And I'm going to use a 13 by 19 sheet and put these together. It's a front and back print, as I mentioned, but I'm going to use a 13 by 19 sheet because it's a small shirt. I just cut it in half. So I'm going to put this on one side and bring in the other image. I can't spell. That's funny. Paying attention. So I'm going to come back up here. What I'm going to do, where's my other one? Let me bring in the other one, merge. I want to have it in my downloads. There's the original. So I'll put this here for now. Okay, so I'm going to trace and detach. Okay, so now I'm going to select the trace area. This time I'm going to do all of it. Go back to 100. It looks fuzzy, but that's okay. Trace and detach. If you don't know what a certain font is and you can't find it, there's an app called What the Font, and it really helps. So I'm going to remove this, delete, and I want to keep this right where it's at. So highlight both, right click and group it again. And then we're going to center that. That's going to be the front. This is the back. Do the same thing. Select the trace area. It's going to type in 100 again. This white doesn't really matter because there's no white in sublimation, and I'm going to be printing on a white 100% cotton shirt. Again, I'm going to make a box so I can show you. Escape, come up here. 13. Sorry, 19 by 13. This is just so you can save your image. Or get an idea how much room you have. I'm going to bring this to the front. That way you can make your adjustments according to your sheet size. Remember, I'm going to cut this in half. Bring this to the front, right click, front. You can do this only if you're if you're not really sure how much room you have, or group it again. This way it makes the image a little bit bigger. I'll go back and show you. I'm not going to group it this time. So your normal print is 8.5 by 11. This is going super slow. You hear that thunder? I better hurry up. You're going to hear some dogs barking now. Great. Oh my gosh. I better hurry. The system's going really slow. So I'm trying to get it back lined up. And then I'm going to show you. So now it's 6.5 by 8 inches. So remember, 8.5 by 11 is your normal print, but you got lettering now. So I think that's going to work perfectly. Bringing these closer to the image. I'm going to group it back together. Let me go ahead and save this. PNG. I'm trying to hurry up because this is going slow. So I'm going to come up to Creative Studio. This is the new Creative Studio. I'm going to click on that. I'm sorry, I didn't even have to do that. I'm going to click on Create a Custom Canvas. I'm going to click on, I need to hurry, inches. I'm going to make it 19 by 13. Click on Create. And I'm going to come up to Galleries, My Images, get that highlighted. Click on this. And now you can make your adjustments according to your sheet, 13 by 19 sheet. So I'm going to fit this in here. And make sure it's lined up. Maximize. There's an Align Center button. Barely moved. And then Align Middle. Barely moved. So now I'm ready to print it. Okay, this is my SG800. And this is the sheet I'm going to stick in there. And I wanted to show you something real quick. For those of you that, these are like 180 bucks. For me, it's totally worth it because you can print everything from here rather than using the tray one, which is the one down here, which is this. You open this guy here, and you can extend it as well. Like that's 8.5 by 11, and you can unlock this. You can unlock these if you want to print 11 by 17. And if not, rather than doing all that, you can just use the bypass tray and put 8.5 by 11. This slides out, goes in, and this is where I would put. And you got to put your paper in facing you. I had to move my printer just to show you that. Normally I just let this sit against the wall right here, but I turned it around to show you that. So I'm getting ready to print on that sheet right there. I cannot believe it took me this long. I had to reprint from Legacy Creative Studio because the new Creative Studio wiped out the printer as an option. I mean, the bypass tray is an option, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm able to, I logged into the old or Legacy Creative Studio to see if it would work, and voila, I did. But anyway, I sent them an email, and unfortunately I have to wait till Monday, but I need this today, so I'm glad that Legacy was able to get this going for me. I don't know how much longer we get to have it, but for now I'm thankful that we do get it, or get to use it. Oh my gosh, I was so frustrated. Anyway, this is the print that I'm going to cut in half, front and back, on a small 100% polyester shirt. Hope the video is not shaky. Finally, I still cannot believe I wasted all this time for one print. Anyway, this is a good way to gang print. All right. And there you go. I just gotta cut it. Not in half, but I gotta cut it. It's not half because this is wider, and of course it has to be backwards because it's sublimation. So we'll go ahead and get started on the shirts now. Okay, this is the 100% polyester shirt. Why I still make my crease line, and I showed you on a video how to get rid of the lines. You can use an iron or the petite press. That's the best way to get rid of those lines. First I'm gonna put my tag, and I'm gonna use, these are the T-paddeds. I cut a bunch of them. This one's already pre-cut. I'm gonna use that as a guide, and also to keep me from lifting, or to keep the collar, front of the collar below the pad. That way it doesn't crease it, because polyester is very delicate. I'll use some tape just to make sure it doesn't move on me. And again, you can get rid of the lines with an iron. I use way too much pressure. I never really use the T-padded, but it's still okay as long as it's square and uniform. So I'm just going to cut this in half. Find my ruler. Can't find the one I really want. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. It's going to have to be at an angle. Remember, this is the back and the front. Okay, I got my collar off the bottom platen. You can still bend these. This one I'm going to do close to the collar because you can't see. Because it's a small shirt. And I'm going to go ahead and use parchment paper. I'm going to use 2 sheets because I don't want to burn the polyester. So I'm going to fast forward. Okay, remove it quickly. Alright, there's the front. I got some lines, but again, know how to get rid of them. I'm going to fold this in half as well. Let me get that collar off. 60 seconds. 3 seconds. And there you go. I'm going to get rid of these lines real quick. Put it up on the mannequin. This shirt was a little too tight on my mannequin, so I just have to show you pictures on the table. That's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.